heels in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov at the 5. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the Rockets making a change here. Montejunas is checked in. Harden kicks to Montejunas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Montejunas has got his first 3 points of the game.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Ariza. Misses the three. Cavaliers trailing. Down low. James. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
From deep, Harden. And the shot is good. Harden's got 6 points.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
The drive by Love. Back to Mozgov. Passes it to Irving. Irving double team. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. Got a hand on it. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Irving passes to Mozgov. Montejunas grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 5. And the jam by Harden.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
LeBron dishes to Mozgov. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Smith again. It's Harden. Left side, Ariza. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Montejunas. Corey Brewer's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. James Jones comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. Here's Brewer. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Brewer's got his first 3 points of the game.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Rockets. 1:31 left in the first half. James in the post. He's up against Beasley. Goes up the baseline. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from James. Here's McDaniels. Guarded by Shumpert. Beasley kicks to Terry. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. second in fast break points, third in steals, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
Kicks it to Beasley. Down low. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Thompson. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for Cleveland. Here's McDaniels to the inside and stolen by LeBron.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
The shot misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that concludes the first half. The Rockets on top. They're up by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Mozgov hits them both. Rockets leading by 8. Now here's Harden. He's got 12. Up top, Modiunas. Drills it from outside. And it's 7 points for Ariza.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And LeBron throws it down.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Howard in the post. Covered by Smith. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. James kicks to Mozgov. And stolen by Howard. Here's Harden. And good. At the angles that time as it falls. Harden's got 14.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And LeBron throws it down.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Kevin Love's checked in for LeBron. Houston leading by 9. The dish to Maniunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
In the NBA, I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Picked by Mozgov. To the middle. Here's Love. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in three-point field goal percentage. Third in field goal percentage. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens. And creating those open looks, that's been key.
The Cavaliers trailed by 12.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
For Houston, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Maniunas. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. The tray. Excellent defense there from Smith. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Houston making a switch here. Brewers checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Shumpert. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
James Jones, who's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Irving. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ariza against Jones. Ariza goes in. That's good. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Cleveland. And, of course, Houston. They're tied right now. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Williams. Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And Williams drops them both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And Beverly kicks to Beasley. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
It's tipped.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite. And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Jones, that's for two. Can't get it to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 14. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 14. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron James is out there with Mozgov. And it's Shumpert in the small forward position. And Brewer with the stuff.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Wide open. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Back to Beverly. Houston moving it around. Smith kicks to Capella. It's stolen by Smith. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Shumpert.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys. Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
And thank you, Doris. There's McDaniels. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Smith kicks to Mozgov. In the corner, it's James. Stolen by McDaniels. Brewer passes to McDaniels. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. But they get it back. Goes up again. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's James. Beasley with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Feeds it to McDaniels. Cranes the three-pointer. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
That's his third personal. Shooting for Houston, KJ McDaniel.
The free throw drops for McDaniel. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Capella. Monte Eunice comes in for Michael Beasley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Smith. And it's Harden in for Brewer. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Here's Irving. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Shumpert against Ariza. 5 on the clock. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Harden against Smith. Lets it go from the wing. And the shot is long.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Mozgov dishes to Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Houston leading by 16. Pass to Monte Eunice. Three-pointer. The Rockets again can't hit. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. Harden inside the three-point line. Kept alive by Houston. Kicks it out to Ariza. Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. Harden missing again.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Rockets.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And by getting the hard-earned victory here this evening, they'll have snapped the 1-1 season series deadlock between these two teams, finishing 2-1 on the year against the Cavaliers.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for Trevor Ariza. And he makes the first. Houston with a big group substitution here. Howard's checked in for Capella. Ariza comes in for Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. It's Harden with the drive. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Dellavedova kicks to Jones.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And so he hits both. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Howard. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Here's Howard. Misses there. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the